I gotta take a shit. Wait. I mean, I probably still do, but that fart's gonna buy us a little time. Um. There's so many other things I wanted to say when I turn on this camera, and that's not one of them. And the other things I wanted to say, I didn't want to say, and I just said that. And that fart would definitely break a little bit of ice, so I guess it just did. I had a dream again last night. That's the side effect of not doing marijuana. Your brain attacks you at night. I think, but it wasn't an attack. Actually, last night was very beautiful. Now, when I dream about somebody, I don't think I'm seeing the person's face. I think I'm seeing my soul with this person's soul. Usually. And my brain's interpreting it. Like, I don't think I see the person's face. I don't think I see what they're wearing. I feel like I feel the soul of what they're wearing. The essence of what they're wearing. The essence of the building that we're in. And I can try to piece that together, but I don't think I visually see everything. I think it's just the emotions of it all, and then it's just translating into like visual when I wake up. But it's not visual. Like, I had a dream with me and my my high school sweetheart. It was beautiful. So it makes me be like, man, why you keep dreaming about her? But I don't be seeing her face. When I wake up in the morning and I dream that I was with her or hanging out with her. Nothing sexual, guys. Come on. When I dream about it, I just be like, no, I didn't see her face. I don't know what her face looks like. I mean, I know what it looks like. And that dream reminded me, but I don't think I actually saw her face. I think I just saw her soul with me and we were hanging out. Now, I think I felt like the essence of probably something sexual happening. But I didn't see nothing sexual happening or nothing inappropriate. I think my brain's like, nah, man, we ain't gonna do that to you. We know what you're going through. So I think it was like more like a movie. So if anything sexual did happen, it just cut to the next scene. And we're just happy. I think that's what was happening. I think my dreams are like actual. Now, maybe at some point they were like visually, but I think I probably got enough head trauma or something to where it's like, no, these aren't pictures. These are wispy emotions that you got to piece together. Yes, I've had head trauma. So if you laughed at me at all in any of these videos, you're laughing at somebody with the injury, and that's fucked up. That's really fucked up, actually. I don't even know if I had head trauma because my last brain scan was fine. And then I've hit my head so many times since then. Like, my first hit, I remember, like, I used to, like, look at my brain scan and be like, man, that's a good-ass brain. And my mom would be like, look at your brain. And I was like, yeah, that's a good brain. And then now imagine you looking at it, it's going to be having holes in it, dark spots and shit. It's fucking sideways. But at least my mom has all the documentations. Before I left her custody, I was, like, fine. She's like, what is the this is his brain scan, this is this. My mom sounds way more beautiful than that. So yeah, so me and my high school sweetheart, we were hanging out. I think it was just like not even a fresh dream like recreated. I think it was just memories. I think my brain was just going through like memories. I guess we talked about new stuff, but it was like old locations and clothes and stuff. I probably was still even fat. She accepted me when I was fat. That was beautiful. I'm sorry I had to make her accept me when I was fat. I'm sorry she had to go through that. The whole time I was like, why? There's nothing wrong with her. I was like, she's perfect. She can be with anybody. I was like, what's going on? I was funny. I was like, sure, I'm funny. All right, whatever. That I don't know what the reason was. I was just lost for words. I didn't question it. We had our little like cute nicknames and stuff for each other. It was beautiful. And we looked like an interracial couple, but we were both black. She was just dark skinned. Looked like a Jamaican couple. It's always the light skinned dude and the dark skinned girl. Bob Marley, what's her name? Yeah, it was kind of cute. I think I had dreads too. But just big, fat guy. And she was just like small, like petite. It's like really the matchup. I imagine it was cute from a distance. Or any angle, really. It was apparently really treasured to me because I still think about it. Not in my waking days, but well, maybe I don't know. In my waking days, I'm like, why the fuck are you still dreaming about it? And I'm like, I guess you really did like her. But I need to chill because I'm pretty sure she got a dude and he in the Navy, so I need to chill. I need to fucking chill, and I think he bigger than me now, cause like I done shrunk. But no ill will. She's an amazing woman. And I'm happy for you guys. And I've never tried to like reach out to her. I haven't talked to her since. Like, it's crazy that I even know that information. But I think it's because I have a sister. Thank God for sisters. They'll just give you some information you didn't ask for. I was like, I didn't ask for that, sister. I didn't even get it from my sister. I think I got it from my mom. So women with information, it travels, and it don't matter if you don't talk to that person or it's gonna travel to you. So I ain't snooping around. I ain't going on Facebook or nothing. I don't even know what she looked like. If I did see a picture, it's because somebody else showed it to me. But I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's good. I actually know that she has a child, so I hope everything's well with that as well. All my blessings and prayers out to everyone. Yes, I'm alone. No, I'm just playing. If she wasn't with somebody right now, like if the guy just left, that's when my brain's like, I'll say hello. And then I was cool with her brother. Like we would just be kicking it. So that's my gateway. It's like, thank God she has a brother and we're cool. I mean, I would love to hang out with her brother again, but I don't know if that's me like subconsciously being like, I'm closer now. I don't know how the human brain works. It'd be doing shit like that. He'd be like, bro, you don't try to hang out with me, bro. You try to hang out with my sister, man. He was so cool. I remember asking, I was like, bro, is it cool like I'm talking to your sister, bro? He's like, I don't care, bro. You cool as shit. I could cry right now. I was really less colorblind back in the day, but I feel like it made it easier to do that because he was black. And I don't know what that says about me now, that I would find that to be difficult if he wasn't, or I just would avoid it completely. But I've been listening to Hodge Twins recently, and they keep bringing up this thing that they're saying like, they have black fatigue. And I think I have that too. But I'm also black, like they said. So they have black fatigue and they're black. And I think it's all racism, really, when you boil it down. I think they're being racist. Because they keep bringing up this IQ thing, and I'm too dumb to go look at it. So I just have to take it at face value, where black people's IQs are lower. But I listen to Jordan Peterson, so I know that IQ doesn't correlate to intelligence. And I also have to know that because of all the problems that I have, personally. And so they're talking about black fatigue, and they're saying they have it. And I'm saying like maybe I might have it. So if I have it and I'm black, I'm like, let me not even bother white people, honestly, because I already have black fatigue. I'm fatigued. I'm tired. And then I have to realize I'm actually black, so I'm like, well, let me make it easier on somebody else that might have it. Maybe the whole world has it. And then so that's some of the reasoning why the whole brother situation, like what I was saying. And then the whole racism thing, because it's not like, I mean, we are kind of like, if I am to join if I am to join the Hodge twins in this whole black fatigue thing, we are kind of what's it called? When you put, I could make a black joke right now where I can't think of the joke, but I'm not gonna attack myself like that. I mean, I can't think of the word. It's not a joke. We're generalizing. Is it that the word? We're generalizing. We are kind of generalizing. We're taking a few bad things that we can find, clips and stuff, maybe even some taken out of context, and then we're just throwing that on the whole. But the Hodge twins do seem to have an endless amount of that content. But also, is there any shortage of negative things that you could find on the internet? Probably not. It's probably an endless well. And if you aim it at black people, you could probably go down forever. But if you aim it at any other race, you probably could do the same. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're biased to find the black people stuff, but I just feel like maybe they got a good stride of it. Like they got a good stride of just finding it. It's just a good stride. And it do be kind of coming to the surface a little bit, I think. But if I'm only subscribed to the Hodge twins, it doesn't appear anywhere else. And maybe I'm avoiding it from appearing anywhere else. I'm like, all right, that's enough. I only need to be this racist. So I think I had that fatigue thing, but I don't think it's that, because, well, look, it could be a various amount of things all conglomerating at one checkpoint in our visual cortex. Because I could have the black fatigue thing, right? And then you could be like, oh, that's making you nervous around white people. And I don't think so. Because here's another thing. Well, maybe partially because but because if you have the black fatigue and then you are black and then somebody else has the black fatigue and then you're around them, and then you're not necessarily thinking about, you are thinking about your black, so you're like, oh, fuck. And then they have it. And then, so what could clear it up is communication. But I'm also Gen Z. See, this is what fucks it up. This is where I'm also Gen Z, so I'm not necessarily hanging out and talking and socializing with people, and I have a huge body of work of practicing that forever. Because I was locking myself in the home and not being around people. And I thought it was cool. And for a while as Gen Z, it was kind of cool not to be social. Like, oh, he's not going to talk, he's Gen Z. But then you couple that with black and you just did yourself a disservice. You just handicapped it yourself. Because I was a little social butterfly when I was young, but that's a muscle that you can use or lose. I feel like it'd be easier for like Gen X people and older people to like get past that, because they've already just socialized their entire lives. They had to. I could just do it on the app, basically. I could just bypass all that. So it doesn't make it better. And that's something I notice. So it's a little funny inside joke to me, with all these things converging. That was fun to talk about. I hope I can expand on all that more later. That's just a little care package. We haven't really unwrapped that, but everything's in there, I think. Yeah, the high school sweetheart, I keep thinking about that. She was black. See, like, but we were very tasteful. A very beautiful black couple. It's like that's a good one. They're gonna raise some beautiful black childrens. Proper talk. We both spoke proper. I mean, we could, but we're Gen Z, so we could switch to the slang. It's like the whole ratchetness could come from your Gen Z-ness. Your parents could be like, "What are you saying, child?" And you're like, "We're young." And it's like, "You're handicapping yourself." You're like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "You're also blind." Stop. Let everybody else do that. Literally. It's like, how are we going to socialize? We have to socialize with our peer groups. This is how everyone talks. Okay, you'll see. I feel like this may even be in a conversation with my parents. What you practice is what you reap. I'm just mixing up stuff now. It's a mutation of what they've been saying. It's a Cronenberg of what they've said. But we'll figure it out. All this could be figured. Look, if I just said it all in a sentence, all this could be figured out and laughed about in a day. That's what it was. You know? We're humans. We'll talk. Or we won't. And we'll kill each other. I don't think I'm there, though. There yet. I don't know. Who knows, man? I'm just glad it's on camera now. Haha, it's in my friends' heads too. They're like, Shield's right. I don't talk like this. My mother used to slap me in the mouth. Well, you don't have to be violent. That's not helping. Not controlling your emotions isn't helping. I feel like we gotta watch a Hodge Twin video now just to explain for people that don't even know what that is. Nah, I'll let you be confused, just like the GTA video. The consistency is fine, but we're dropping down in minutes. Still thinking about my I'm not necessarily thinking about her. I think about when I think, like, I'm just thinking about the dream. I'm not attacking nobody. Like, it's just a fucking dream. I couldn't control it. We didn't do nothing crazy. It was beautiful. If I could turn it into a video, I could show it to everyone. It'd be fine. If there's any inappropriate stuff, it's literally edited out, and I don't even remember it. It's not a big, huge part of the context. It's not even mattering. I didn't wake up battling no dragon. I didn't think about nothing sexual. I haven't seen any sexual organs since I literally told you. We're good. I mean, I seen mine, but you know what's crazy? Because I sleep naked. I don't even look at it. Like, I look away real quick. So I'm damn near like a little angel or something. So I don't even look at it. It just be blurry. Kind of nice. I'm unburdened. I don't want to brag about it because then I'm going to fucking relapse or something. I can't even imagine relapsing now. I need to leave it open-minded that I could. I can't just be like I'm an angel or something. But I feel like if I relapse now, it would be like assaulting somebody. I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, if I do it now, I feel like I'll be assaulting myself. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, shut up and just... For real. Like, my hand brushed across, and I was like, wait, what? Dead ass. My hand brushed across one time. I was just, like, turning a little bit, and I was like, stop. What are you doing? No, I don't even think... See, we're not even thinking sexual, to the point I was like, I think my hand brushed across, and, like, I was just... I don't even think I thought nothing. Yeah, that was a joke. I don't think I thought nothing. One time I was just like super sweaty and I like felt down there because I was like, bro, you're covered in sweat everywhere. But it didn't even feel sexual. It just felt like more examinatory, like a doctor did it. Seems to be a large amount of sweat in the scrotum area. Just flicking the sweat off. Definitely a wash my sheets. I mean, with all this I've been telling you guys, definitely a wash my sheets. It's crazy. I'm surprised it's not like. Definitely a wash my sheets. It's been sweating for weeks, honestly. That's a rap song. Definitely need to wash my sheets. Been sweating for weeks. We got that part. I rapped in high school. I wish that I was like more like this in high school, because I probably would have kept my high school sweetheart. And I was like this, but I was trying not to be like this. You see what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? Like I was like this naturally. I didn't even have to try. But I was like, no. As one does. As one does. And now we're like, can we have that back, please? I actually prefer that. It makes me feel more comfortable. The rap guy we were trying to be in high school made me feel uncomfortable. Well, not necessarily because I was stupid. So I just felt cool. I felt all right is better translation. But I could have felt great. I could have been great. But that's the past. We're not going to talk about the past. Well, we can talk about the past, but I don't think we should be like, oh, we could go back. What I would say to that voice is shut the fuck up. Can we even cuss on YouTube? I'd be hearing people bleep it out. It don't matter. We ain't got nobody watching us. We ain't getting paid by nobody. This is our channel. This is in the memory bank. This is for our children. You're like, this is for your children? Yes, this is for my children. They're going to go through all the same shit. Why would I just hide it? This is exactly what's going to happen. Or these are some battles that are going to happen. It's not going to... What, are we going to have a machine that just lets you bypass dealing with all this stuff? I didn't put it on deodorant. In school, sometimes I didn't wear deodorant. Whoop-de-doo. It wasn't for any other reasons, just other than laziness. Nothing was ever for any other reasons other than laziness, honestly. So, we just had the freedom of being lazy. Maybe because our father had passed. But actually, I remember this actually happened when he was still alive. So, because it's part of the story. Didn't wear deodorant to school, and for some reason, my armpits really, 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 really smelled like weed. Like, really, 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 really smelled like weed. So much so, I was like, hey, this smells like weed. Like, not even bad. They weren't even bad. That's why, like, when I didn't wear deodorant, I was like, I'm going to be cool. Everybody's going to think I smoke or something. This was younger than high school, so this was just dumb. This wasn't like, put a little effort, be cool. This was like just pure dumb. So, I just went to school. I don't think I was thinking that. I just think I didn't get deodorant or something. Something happened where laziness was the reason. And I'm pretty sure I was clean. So the only smell you could focus on was the armpit. So I'm in there, and everybody's just like, oh my God, dude, you're reeking, dude. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't wear any deodorant. They're like, deodorant? I thought your dad smoked weed. I'm like, no. My dad's against that stuff. He thinks that's for beep. Beep. And they're like, oh my God, you can't say that. That wouldn't be the kids. That would be the teachers. The kids would be laughing. But I don't think I would let the teachers hear me. The teachers would hear me talk like this. So anyway, the eloquent... And I sneak off to the corner with the other kids, and I'm like, beep. Beep. What are you guys laughing about over there? Nothing. Beep. I heard that. Knock it off, Shield. I can get that type of warning first, because it's like, I know you can compose yourself. So, I never really got caught saying that crazy. I was a kid where it's like, Shield did that. Okay. Anyway. So, and it kind of offended me. I was like, what do you mean? I'm not capable of evil? So yeah, I don't want my friends to just be getting thrown under the bus and like, no, I did that, teacher. Listen. That's crazy. I'm not just this one-dimensional person. But anyway, so the armpit thing was like, yeah, I think it got all the way to like I'm sitting in the office or something. And I'm proving it. I'm like, look, guys. I think I did get to prove it to somebody. And when I proved it to somebody, and it was consensually, I think I just opened the world to them. And I think I only did it for like one person. And they're probably like, wow, black people have been smoking weed for so long. It's genetically in his armpits. It's like, that's probably not the reason. I don't know. It's just the right mixture of Kenyan and Creole, and it just did that for my hormones. Speaking of hormones, I think all these dreams and all this crying is hormones related. I'm like doing a lot of stuff that I've not been doing. So my hormones definitely are like, all right, you're supposed to lock everything in at 25, but we'll rearrange this for you right now, I guess, if you stick to it. So my hormones are like, all right, so we're gonna go here. All my hormones are like, all right, so now we're not gonna go here no more. We're gonna travel over here. So we're gonna travel across the building. And all the young hormones are like, so this is what we're gonna be doing now. Hopefully this is the new schedule. Now it could change, but we're gonna all travel over here. And everybody's just getting busy. Everybody's just traveling. They got their clipboards and stuff. It's a real big operation. Hope I don't fail them. Fuck those hormones. It's about me. We're the whole total. Alright, so if something needs to change, it's gonna change. They're like the higher ups. Everybody's just busy. It's like the Apple Center or something, like the new Ring Center. Everybody's traveling real fast. Yeah. The THC receptors are like, alright, shut everything down. We're shutting it all down. We're making space. There's no way, dude. There's no way. And I'm not I was never like a heavy smoker. But when it was legal here, it's legal here. Those receptors are like, all right, so now it's legal. So now we're going to go ahead and build out all over here. There's no way, dude. Like, I just keep making the THC receptors change what they're doing. Like, they're all shocked. Like, when weed was illegal, it's like, all right, we're gonna have a couple small receptors right here, okay? Now we're gonna be getting a shipment in every day, but I need you guys to keep it on the low. You know what I mean? That's what I imagine is going on in there. On some Osmosis Jones type shit. I didn't even watch that movie. I just remember it showing up in the childhood memory bank as an option. I was like, nah, let's watch Lion King. Sorry. There were so many options as a child. There were so many options. And we spent most of our childhood just rewatching the same shit. Just being hyper obsessed with the same shit. Watching the same movie thousands of times. And then being like, oh, we didn't see that. And they're like, you didn't see that? As a child, I loved when people would be like, you didn't watch this? I'm like, no. I didn't watch that. How much time do you think I fucking have? We never thought that. We never like, It's funny to have like an attitude like that, but I don't think we ever had an attitude. We would be so calm, we would just see adults break in front of us and just like watch and be like, I'm like, why do I need to watch movies? This is way interesting. This adult's breaking right before my eyes. And it's not like I was like wishing at it, laughing at it. I was just like, look, I'm here. I have to observe this. I'm an observing creature. Just sitting there. The adult looks over at you. They feel ashamed of themselves. You make that look like it's okay. They continue. And then they turn to you. They're like, you're not like me. You can control yourself. I'm like, I'm 12. Is this the expectation you're setting for me? Some young age. You'll be a stoner or something. You'll be enlightened or some shit. You'll sit on a mountain. So that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to go to that mountain. What else? I was gonna make a joke about like domestic violence. He's like, "Oh, you're that funny." I don't think I'm that funny though. But I don't know why I forgot the context. And this is before I turned on the camera. This was one of the things I did want to say. What was it about? Look, if the joke was there, we have to assess why it was there. I don't think I ever like had to witness that. Then you shouldn't joke about it. Maybe I did witness it. I'll just say it real quick. Can't joke right now. No, I for sure witnessed it, right? Because we have all this internet stuff. We've witnessed everything. At this point. Decapitations, all sorts of shit. I didn't want to see that shit. I remember being young and somebody just flashing me a decapitation. And I'm like, alright, fuck you forever. Not the person that did the decapitation, the person that flashed it to me. And I'm sure the person's a good person or whatever. They're just as traumatized as it. But I didn't need to see it. And it was specifically a woman. And it's probably known because it was a popular one. And the fact that it could be popular is crazy as hell. I think it was like she was cheating or something. And I don't even remember watching all of it because obviously I can move my head. I don't understand why. But to the extent that I couldn't move my head, I'm scarred. Like, just that millisecond. Like, oh my God, are you serious? Come on, man. We're supposed to be using this technology to, like, learn shit. It's like, I am learning shit, how fucked up humans are. And I'm like, that's why I made my podcast educational. But when I was thinking about, and it wasn't a domestic violence joke. It was just something that I was going to say on my behalf. Oh, I was saying this. I was brushing my teeth. This schedule is hard as fuck. I hate this schedule, right? But I said the only reason I'm doing this schedule is so I can, see, it's never going to sound right. It's just never going to sound right. So then I changed it to another violent action that might be more funnier. Or could be considered sexual, so it could be like, people do that anyway. I was like, the only reason I'm doing this, all this, so I can get away with murder, basically. So see, I even made it worse with my significant other. That could be interpreted at anything. I would obviously not torture somebody because my schedule in my life's hard. I haven't done it this far. My life has been a track record of like it being hard and me not taking it out on other people. And other people walking up to me and be like, why aren't you taking it out on me? You're secretly taking it out on me, aren't you? And I'm like, nope. It's not the way it's wired for me, sorry. I'm going to take it out on myself, though. They're like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I'm right here. I can take it out on myself 24/7. What if you go somewhere else? I can't find you. I need somebody to take it out on. So might as well just be me. Like, there's a part of me that wants to cry because it knows I'm telling the truth and it's scared. But I just tell that part, shut the fuck up. It's way better if you do it this way because you can't run from yourself. I'm like, get here. Come, get over here. I fall in the dirt. I'm like, stop. Because if you don't do that to yourself, yourself is going to be your own worst enemy anyway. So it's going to turn on you. You can't even be nice to it. So I chase it down in the dirt and I choke it. That was the joke. Choking. So let me be in a relationship with myself. I'm doing this schedule. And then, maybe I have a feminine side because that's which column I'm saying. So I can choke my feminine side and abuse it because I'm putting in all this work. Now just separate the feminine side to effeminate. Well, look, if you think about it, if I'm doing all to my feminine side, and then I do get in a relationship with obviously a female, my feminine side inside myself is getting abused by me. I don't have to do anything to the actual female. She's going to sense the feminine side in me getting abused, and that's going to hurt her. And not that I want to hurt her, but she might be like, all right, Shield, can you stop abusing yourself? And I'll be like, no, make me. And then we'll like play fight or something. And we'll play fight, and she'll know that I have the strength to kill her, but I'm not because we're play fighting. And then she'll be like, damn, he's really abusing himself. And then she'll just have some type of respect, I guess. And if she doesn't have respect, what if I was violent this whole time? I'm not, guys. I swear to God. I'm sure I'm violent because I'm a human being. But I think I'm so violent that I want to be measured so I can be violent longer and more. Why just have a huge outburst and like kill somebody when you can just extend it long throughout your entire life and you get more of it? That's how violent I am. Since birth, I was like that. Like literally like, oh, you're violent. Let's extend it. What the fuck was that? I really feel like a sweat just poured out of my fucking armpit. Or am I lactating? Yeah, so I think I was born violent as fuck. And I was like, okay, this is how you should be. Because you can get the most out of this violence. Like when you're doing sports or something athletic, aren't you getting your violence out? Don't you get so tired you can't even have any emotion? You can't be possessed by these emotions? When I reach that state, I can't be violent. I can't be anything. I'm just there. I'm just a being. So that's how we deplete that. And then tomorrow it comes back again. And I'm very aware of that. I think if you're not aware of that, that's how you explode on people. It's like, oh, I'm not violent today. No, you're violent every day. And you just made it through the day without using it. And that violent part feels really neglected. It feels really neglected. And maybe it's building up for a big day. And then a bunch of people die for no reason. And I'm just sitting there crying. Because I got to let out my my emotional, my feminine side. That's what I think. I think we have it on lock. I think we understand. I think before my dad died, he was like, "Should you understand, but you're stupid." You know what I mean? Like you understand, but you're not implementing it. I think you go back all my teachers. This is the number one thing they wrote. He's not applying himself. And then I heard 607 Unk say this. This was been on my heart. If you have a talent and you don't use it, then God don't give a fuck about you. And I feel that. Like, I definitely had a part of my life where God was like, fuck you. It was like the God saying fuck you portion of my life. And I'm like, oh, fuck you too then. Like, literally. Like, I'm calling myself atheist or whatever. But it's really just my fault. Because you have the talent, you neglect to use it. And I feel like the judgment on that person's way harsher. Because, like, literally you have it. You're not using it. And then I literally heard, like, I listen to PBD podcasts sometimes. And I literally heard him be disgusted by those people. He's like, I'm so disgusted by those people. And I was just like, because the whole, like, dyslexia thing, like, that sucks. My excuse is, I don't want to sit at office. Alright, whatever. But to the extent that, like, I made an agreement with myself, like, okay, if you don't want to do that, then fucking work hard as fuck till you fucking die. We can do that part. If sitting down and reading is so hard that you rather just abuse the fuck out of your body, then abuse the fuck out of your body, but don't do nothing. And that's where we're at right now. We're at the part, like, don't do nothing. And if you claim to want to be writing and telling all these stories, well, then that's great. Because that could be the pathway of you actually taking those baby steps. Because, you know, the whole dyslexic thing and the whole, like just reading slow as fuck and just it being painful. And just, like, literally, like, looking at letters instead of looking at words. And just sitting there and just taking forever. Like, always sucked for me because I always envisioned myself as a person that would be adult with, like, a library in their house. And wear glasses, like my dad. My dad didn't read a lot, but he read. He read the paper and shit, like. But I imagine myself even being like that to the extreme, like literally having a libraries and just having a reading home. So I still want that. And I think that's what's going to save me too if I can ever get that. I do want a library in the crib. I want to read for, like, casual fun. So I have books now. I just, like, pick them up and, like, read the first page. And I'm like, all right, that was a good exercise. I haven't done that recently, though. But yeah, I do want the fucking, even if it's like a small little library in the house, it doesn't have to be crazy. Just like a small bookshelf, like, with, like, stacked up. That's all you need, literally. So I don't think my kids will have that problem if I can actually achieve that. Because I'll just have that bookshelf and it'll be fun. And I understand that kids can read really early, and I never started super early, only to know that I would be struggling with it. And I'll much rather like the stories being read to me. And just, I would be lazy and just lay back and just have the stories read to me. Like, if you could read me the stories, I was in heaven. But when it came time to read, like, Junie B. Jones and, like, the Black Lagoon and all that stuff, I was like, man, fuck this. This shit is painful. Like, I like the stories, but, like, stop. Like, read to me. Like, literally painful, like, it's hitting pain receptors. Like, I'm sitting there sweating and shit. Like, and the words are moving around and shit. I'm like, I gotta get up. And I'm like, the room spinning and shit. I'm like, man. And that's not even, like, being called out to read in class. Like, that's the extra. That's just everybody watching it now at that point. Just walk out the class. I wouldn't walk out the class. That's crazy. Maybe. Shield. Yeah, so that's fun. I remember I went to, like, this really ghetto school where one like me could be like, I'm better than everyone, which I would never do that because I'm a human being, and we all shit. But just having, like, all the kids with their ghetto dialect being like, spill crocodile, and I'm like, all right, well, you guys found me out. I gotta move. Good times. I am sweating down my armpit. Just down this one armpit. It smells like Old Spice. So, Yeah, I do want to be that guy just sitting there reading the paper. My kid looks over, the paper's upside down. He's like, okay. Dad, you don't wear glasses. Huh? Honey, the paper's upside down. And you have glasses on. Huh? So anyway, she'll know. She'll most likely know. I don't think I'll be keeping secrets. Well, hopefully you won't have to know anything, because that'll be years from now and we'll be fine. If anything, if it persists itself to that point, I'll just be sweating on the paper and it'll be drooping down. But I will be absorbing the information. Dad, why do you have a paper? Why are you still using paper? It's like a hologram on the kitchen table. So no, we do want a bookshelf. We want physical papers and shit. So that was also our vision as a child. So that's what made it so heartbreaking just to get to this point in life. It's like, huh? It was just slipping out of my hands. It's like, and I'm talking about child. Like, when you give the kids the books the first time, you're like, oh my God, they're reading at this age. That's so crazy. They're going to be great. Like, I could feign that. Like, I was fine. Just never really left that level, you know. Just never really, like, left that level. I was like, oh, I like this book. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, now read this book. And it's like, no, let's just keep reading this one, okay? All right? They're like, you're using all the words in this book. You should be able to read this one. Your vocabulary is amazing. Yeah, it's amazing for a reason. I'm collecting these words physically. At a certain point, I was like, all right, just memorize all these words. Know how to say them at least. I can't be bothered. Just listen to everybody talk and suck up words. I have a crazy relationship with words. Euphoric, literally. I would listen to people talk and it'd be like, I'd be getting high. I would, oh my God, I didn't know that word. And I would put words, I would piece together what they meant. Like, I didn't need a dictionary. Like, I would use process of elimination to be like, that word means that for sure. For the first time, like, intuitively. And I was like, well, this is cool. I was like, we can go down this road. This word plus this word, that's what it means. They're like, oh! They're like, this word because this has this in it. They're like, oh! This is in the middle, so this means this. Like, literally, that's my superpower, if anything. Like, even the ones where you can't hear it, and they're like, how did you do that? Even words I've never even heard before to this day. And a teacher would be like, what does this word mean? And it'd be an actual crazy word, like you'd be in college. And I'd be like, it means this. So, there's a wordsmith in me somewhere that really wants to play with these words. So that's good. I gotta be happy, but that's what keeps me going, low key. Even though I haven't written shit down in a while, because I just been doing it. I just been talking now. But I'm glad we broke the ice on that. Like, we have enough writing, typing. Let's just call it typing, because my handwriting's atrocious. We need to get onto that. I could do my name in cursive, but my handwriting's atrocious. It's not bad. It's just like with the reading. Like, if I just take my time, it'll be fine. But how much time do we have? You know, this world's more fast paces. It's like, no, this fast. Come on. Because, like, how you could be bad at math in the past because of calculators, you could really be bad at, like, reading and spelling now because of all this technology. Because, come on. So, we'll find a place to slow down and be like, all right. That's why I don't want to necessarily get tutored or anything, because I feel like it's still going to be too fast. I want to tutor myself now. I have all the technology. And if I can tutor myself with something I'm actually interested in writing, problem solved. So if anyone else has this problem, if you find that as an outlet, you're most likely uncomfortable because of the rushing of it all. And you need somewhere to slow down. Because with words, I could be super fast. I can listen to shit at 10x speed. Not 10x. Sorry. Not 10x. That is ridiculous. What is it, 2x? Whatever. The 2. I can listen to it at the 2. Fine, perfectly. Anybody at the 2. And I honestly be like, why don't we just all listen to it like this? Literally, that's how good it is for me. Because I'm like, bro, we get, oh my God, if everyone was just at 2 speed like that, oh my God, it'd be utopia instantly. Like, almost how, like, you could speak Swahili. And I don't know how to speak Swahili, but I listen to my mom speak, and I'm like, that's a good speed. That's a good speed to get stuff done. Imagine construction workers were talking at that speed. Well, they kind of are now. Come on, guys, I gotta make jokes. Should be getting built fast. It's not even that, like, I'm not gonna take anything away from them. But the speed of the language does help. Cause this is how we would talk. So anyway, that bar right there, that rebarb, is sticking out a little bit, and the sun went down at this point. You know what I mean? And then the New York shit, I feel like it's more like this face, like, and then the building's up. Language is very important. I never denied that. Language and all this is very important. I wouldn't take it from anybody. I wouldn't wish it to be taken from anybody. This is all about language. This started off about. This is beautiful. We got this whole episode recorded like this early. But like I said, we got to wake up at 6. Well, I just woke up at 6. Today it was hard to wake up. Thinking about my sweet. Bro, chill. It was hard to wake up. I ain't gonna lie. I just felt tired. But then I got out of the shower. But let me tell you one thing. Last night, it was super easy to go to bed. And I was actually kind of sad because I went to bed at 11:10 or 11:17. And yeah, another fart to buy us a little more time. I went to bed at 11:17. And went to sleep a lot faster. And I think what's going on now, and I've heard this before as a strategy, I keep the things that I heard, and I'm not necessarily trying them, but I'll see if they work if I happen to stumble upon them. And one of the things I stumbled upon was like pulling back your sleep time, or okay, look, I'm not gonna say that what I learned, but I know that it's somewhere in what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I started to just be like, hard bedtime. So usually around, let's just say the time is like 10:40, and that's what I've been doing so far. And then last night I did 11:10. So somewhat in the same ballpark of time. When my body hits that bed, around that ballpark of time, my body's starting to. This is what I want my body to know. That now is bedtime. And if you don't go to bed, we're still going to wake up at a certain time. Now, that time was supposed to be 8, but it turned into 6 because I was just naturally waking up at 6. I was also waking up at 4, but I was like, that's ridiculous. You're not going to wake up at 4. I'm like, you need more sleep than that. So I would just pee and then go back to bed. So I'm still doing that, which I don't mind. It's fine, whatever. Because I fall back asleep really fast because I'm not doing anything else to fucking keep me up. But so I don't even count that as like being up. That's like almost sleepwalking in my mind. So like I'll wake up, check the phone, and it'll be the exact time, 4 o'clock, and then I'll be like, okay, go pee. I won't even feel like I need to pee. I'll just be like, it's 4 o'clock, go pee. The only thing last night I did wake up and I checked the phone. It was 2:30. So I was like, go back to bed. You don't need to pee yet. And then I did wake up the next hours, and it was 4, so I did go pee. And then I went back to bed. And then I woke up for another reason. And I checked the phone, and it was 5. I don't know why. And I was like, all right, well, okay, sleep. I was like, lay back for a couple more hours. And then we woke up at like 6:38. And then I went to pee and took a shower. The cold shower is what makes it. I ain't gonna lie. It's the hard stop. It's the hard stop. And it forces me to really enjoy that bed. Because I'm getting ready to get tortured. I'm getting ready to feel some pain. And if I'm already cold, it's not any better. So, especially if I'm covered in sweat, I'd be hoping to God I'm dry as fuck when I get up. I'll still be cold. Usually be dry. Usually be dry after 4. That's hot. I'll be kind of cold at 4, like sweating a little bit at 4. So anyway, between that 10:40 and that 6 o'clock in the morning before that shower, my body's starting to realize that if your ass don't go to sleep faster, you ain't getting no more time, motherfucker. So even if I gotta be tired that day, I don't give a fuck. And only yesterday was the day I really felt tired during the day, and it wasn't that bad. I could still like gauge up, just be motivated off my endeavors. And it wasn't even a tired. Like, it wasn't your normal tired. It was still your, I might run a triathlon tired. Which, since we're talking that shit, let's see if we can do it. We're in Arizona. So, we can give up. Any of this shit we can just give up. I literally saw a video yesterday. It was like, your 20s just try shit. It's like, we can give up. It's like, we don't have to. I'm fine with giving up. I just told you about my life. I can give up. Just try this shit. I'm gonna be impressed just because you went. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, damn, you here? Usually that's how I get to do shit. I'm like, if you just go, bro, I'll be impressed off that. Oh, you're still doing it. That's fine. That's a good strategy, guys. So, yeah. So, let's say I do start like the schedule that I'm gonna start. At least my body knows that when I get ready to go to sleep in between a certain amount of time, that's all you get. I feel actually really energetic today. I feel a lot better than yesterday. The days I do be feeling better and better the next day, which is almost crazy. Because the first time I did this, I felt great. So other than me having to take a shit right now, it's not even like I could probably go the whole day and not take the shit, but that just wouldn't be healthy. So so yeah, the cold shower really does help. I heard like it increases like your dopamine or something, and I really don't think before I get in that shower. I have no thoughts other than my dream. My dream's just propelling me forward. I'm like, that was nice. What I'm about to do now is about to be torture. So I'm like, I'm leaving my high school sweetheart, and I was like, just dredging into the chamber, the cold chamber, and I'm just like, and I'm just slowly walking myself there. And then I want to cry a little bit while I'm taking off my clothes. And I usually look at my excess skin from being obese, and I'm like, fuck you. And then I just get in the shower. I grab my stomach. I'm like, fuck you, disgusting fucking thing. And then I just get in the shower. And I'm like, ah! And then I get out and I'm happy. I'm so happy. The person that said fuck me before I got in the shower is probably mad. It's like, fuck you for being happy. But that person's gone for now. They just disappear. And it just resets everything. I don't even necessarily think I'm disgusting anymore. I'm like, you're amazing. Like I come out and it's like I washed the evil person off me even though I know he's still there. And that's more consistent than anything else. I've been doing that for at least now at 2 years. That's 2 years now long. That's just the torture of the last 2 years. But not to this schedule. When I knew I could do that, I was like, well, let's tighten this up. Let's tighten this up and make it a nice show. Yeah, it get evil before I throw myself in the chamber. Cold as hell. Ice cold. Winter, summer, season round. Get less colds, though. I'd be already cold. I'd be making excuses. I'd be like, I'm already cold. I'll get sick if I get in there. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. I think I have a cold. It's nothing. I'd be making all the time. I'd be whining. I'd be like, as soon as I get in there, it's over. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm already here. And then I gotta still wash up. So I'm in there longer. I'm like, wash your fucking balls, you fuck. It's crazy. I'm like, the longer you take, the longer it's gonna be hurting. I be washing up fast. I'm like, you better scrub. If I smell anything when I get out, you're getting back in. But after I do that, like, it's fine. The whole day is fine. Somebody cut me off. I'm like, it's fine. You don't have to do that until I get home. Then I have to do it again after all my hard days of work. How do I get myself in that after work? Oh, this is how I trick myself with food. I don't eat yet. I'm like, you can eat whatever you want after you get out the chamber. Why am I calling it the chamber? That sounds kind of crazy. That sounds kind of wild. There's all sorts of chambers. That sounds kind of crazy. That's kind of wild, bro. You wild. Even though I'm this person, I still remember black people telling me, bro, you wild. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, the most hardcore black people be like, bro, you wild. I'm like, what do you mean? I didn't say anything crazy. I'm African. This is racist, what you're saying. Whoa, bro. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Whatever, dude. Alright, well, look. It's been an hour. Y'all done stole a lot of my morning. This is supposed to be me just getting my entertainment in and just doing whatever. I'm up now, you know. Yesterday, I was trying to get that traveling ID. I'll tell y'all about that later. I'm just going to have to figure out this passport. Traveling ID asking a little too much. I ain't going to lie. I might have to go down to some of my state board meetings. What if I start going to board meetings? If we wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think we should be able to go to board meetings. I don't think it's annoying. I'm like 26. Like, when am I going to eventually go to board meetings? You know, that should be something that's encouraged. If I'm not going to the board meetings,
then who else who's gonna be going to the board meetings? And where they gonna be passing? So I gotta get my passport right, man. I gotta get my passport renewed, y'all. My shit about to expire. It's about to expire next month. On the 28th. I remember. Look here. Wait, can I show this to you? Let me just show you how fat I look. That's me. Don't I look like a criminal? No, because I have dreads. That's just a joke, guys. Come on now. This was issued in 2015, so I was 16 years old. No way, dude. That's kind of crazy that I was 16. That doesn't really make sense. I guess my whole life's a lie. I guess my parents lied to me about my age. Yeah. 2015. So if this is the passport... Oh, I don't think this is the passport I went to Africa with. So I think I went to Africa before 2015. Let me see, though. This one I definitely went to New York. I'm not New York, but Denmark. So I think the only thing in here is Denmark. Yeah, this is not the Africa one. That's kind of interesting then. I want to see what the Africa one looks like. And what my picture looked like. No way, dude. Wait, I didn't go to Africa when I was 16. I went to Africa when I was really young, when my dad was still alive. And that had to be, my dad passed when I was 14, so that had to be, I'm about to do math. That had to be, 2014, 2013. So that had to be like sometime 2013 when my dad passed. Look, guys, I'm not gonna act like I got a whole calendar in here with all the times and shit. It's just emotions and memories. But this is definitely just Denmark, because this is not Africa, because I wasn't 16 when I went to Africa. I was younger. Because I can remember my dad begging my mom, please don't take him to Africa. Please. They're gonna die. Still fat, though, at the time. We didn't die, obviously. I wanted to go. I was like, Dad, stop. This is a good trip. I want to go to Africa. Yeah, we went to Denmark and turned up at 16. You can drink at 16. Turned up, dude. And I was with, like, my aunt. So I wasn't with my mom. I was with my aunt. I was with my cool aunt that I met in Africa. And she didn't give a fuck. Dude, she didn't give a fuck, dude. I was staying up late at night, dude. Whatever. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone. It was an amazing time. Fondest memories. Fondest memories, everyone. Quite thank you. Thank you. Thank you, quite frankly. Yeah, I mean, I usually don't have anything but good memories, honestly. So I can't wait to torture myself. I'm like, alright, enough of that. Everybody else has been nice to you. Let's see what we can do. Because I just feel like if I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. Somebody else will be like, bro, your life smelled too good. Get over here. You going to jail. I'm like, I'll pay. I'll snitch. They're like, okay. That's what we want to hear. I was born in Kansas. So, That sentence shouldn't scare anybody. I literally I haven't witnessed any crimes as an adult other than the ones I've done. So we should be fine. I haven't witnessed any crimes as an adult. Let's just start there, okay? I'm an adult now. I'm 26. Let's start now. All right, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm acting weird now. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Bye. I'm acting logical. All right, bye.